Ladies and gentlemen, Billy and Mark, realtors on the Northern Beaches here. We've got some terrible.
I think he froze it at the start.
And the reason why ladies and gentlemen, Billy didn't sleep last night, and the reason, honestly, the reason he didn't sleep is because of a presentation that I did yesterday on warehouses and storage for sale. Stay tuned. We're going to tell you why he didn't sleep.
Wow. What a restless night.
Yeah, so the story goes that yesterday afternoon we gathered around the whole Novak teams, the commercial teams, the residential property management team, the residential sales team, everyone, about 30, 40 odd people there, and delivered a presentation on some opportunities that we've got to buy 2-3 years out, but you only put down 10%, storage units and warehouses. And Billy, you lost sleep.
The only way I could describe this feeling was like Christmas Eve, waiting for Christmas to come. It was a bit of excitement and a bit of nervousness. It's the only way I could put it into context.
So what are you going to do about it?
Well, it's pretty stressful because when there's something really good on the horizon, obviously you want to be a part of it, particularly when you believe it's going to be good. But it's tricky when you're not sure if you can make it work or not. So the answer is you harass the boss with questions about how you're going to do it.
This has been going on all last night and all this morning, by the way. These questions are flowing. For the purpose of this exercise, would you be able to tell us a little bit about just helicopter view about what the opportunity is and why you're thinking what you're thinking? Because I thought this would be great to talk about publicly, because it is that exact emotion that people have. It's not a FOMO, but it's that exact emotion that motivates people to make a move into residential or commercial property, where it all starts, how it all starts, and what you're going to do about it, sort of thing. So tell us.
Yeah. Well, the opportunity is a new storage warehouse facility, really cool and unique facility, might I add, being delivered to French's Forest sort of intersection on the top of Allambie Road, Beacon Hill sort of positioning, where the old KFC of Porto is. KFC across the road, burger joint used to be. Now the opportunity itself is going to look a little bit like this. Pretty snazzy.
Yes.
There's 100 odd storage units. There's a selection of really unique warehouses at the top. You can see in that top left corner. But I'm pretty interested in the storage units, and it was quite compelling, the evidence that was presented before the people yesterday, with what else has been going on with storage units in the Northern Beaches, and why this is a little bit different, and what some of the other people, of buying off the plan have, been able to achieve price wise. So this is kind of what it looks like. It's a commercial grade storage facility. The entry level properties come in at about just under 200,000 with a 10% deposit. Obviously, to get into a storage unit with $19,000-$20,000 is pretty unbelievable to achieve 3 years of capital growth. You're locking in today's price for tomorrow's property. Oh, there you go.
And I do have to say that, yeah, look at those photos. It's just incredible. This is the same developer who's doing this one in it's in Bunnings for Allambie French's Forest. The same developer who's doing this is the one he's done in Chroma. So it's pretty sexy. It's 2 stories in height. So you can put car stackers in there. But one thing that struck everyone when I was talking yesterday is that it's all on the ground floor. So you drive right up and do not have to put your car into a lift like you have to do with some storage units. Kennard, Storage King, they give you a lift for a trolley. But this, you can drive straight up to.
Yeah, absolutely. And this...
Why is it grabbing you, though?
This photo, Mark. This is what I imagine my Corolla looking in the storage unit.
Yeah.
No, in all seriousness, there's 2 things that excite me here. One is the fact that it's so affordable to get in, for as little as maybe a 5% deposit if you're really lucky and you're really quick, or a 10% deposit. You're getting into something where you're going to receive, on trend, similar capital growth to what the residential sector has seen, based on what we've sold across Chroma, Brookvale, Warriewood. You also get to enjoy that over a 2-3 year period before the property is settled. So that's one reason. Yeah. The second, I think there's just a huge shortage of this kind of stock. The properties that we have sold in very timely fashion. They've been really well received in the rental market as well. If they've been held on for investment. And I think we were talking in your discussion yesterday, areas that service the greater Northern Beaches, pockets between Manly, through to Mona Vale, Narrabeen. This really sits in the heart of the Northern Beaches with major arterial roads going to and from. You've got Wakehurst Parkway, you've got all the French's Forest road upgrades on your doorstep as well. That's pretty cool. Never, not to forget
what were the roads?
Bunnings was going in.
What were the roads you tried to say?
Arterial.
Sorry.
You might need to help me out there.
No, what was it again? Just one more time.
No, I'm going to go for major roads. Major roads. That's
arterial roads.
Arterial
roads. Arterial roads. But yeah, it literally, if you could imagine like a heart in a body and all of the vessels going straight out. Where it is like Manly, bang, Chatswood, bang, Palm Beach, Mona Vale, bang, DY, bang. It's right in the middle, and all those arterial roads are blasting off it. The fact that you got Bunnings next door, so directly across the road, and a brand new one going in at that, it's probably going to be incredible. The fact that the school down the road is going to be the first school built in the Northern Beaches for probably 40 odd years, maybe 50 odd years. There's some big benefits that are there. Now, what's it going to rent for? Luke wants to know.
Yeah, those entry-level storage units are coming in between 220, 240 per week. So that's a great rental yield. If that's sitting in super, obviously it's straight back into savings. If it's in a personal name, you've got flexibility there. But I think that's really quite really quite powerful, particularly when you look at what the cost to get involved. You're not forking out sort of 800, 900,000 to get into a 2-bedroom apartment.
And the tenants stay for a long time. They don't go in for a month or two. They're there for years and years out of the ones that we've rented. Now, yesterday you asked a couple of superannuation questions that we blasted through. I thought that was an exciting concept for people that have, if a husband and wife join their super, or if 2 tradies join their super, they can buy a facility like this as storage. When I say storage, they're it's sort of double length and 2 stories high and super wide. They're big. But Billy, what did you reckon about the whole super thing, that people could do that? Did that astonish you?
It definitely, it surprised me. Some of the sort of tax incentives on that side of things is great. I think also being able to access money that's not performing, in line with what other investments might be able to offer, safe investments, that was pretty impressive as well. So of course, you got to chat with your financial advisor and accountant on these things, but comparing, what Super's done over the last few years in your personal setup compared to what this might be able to offer, it's pretty cool. Particularly if you're in the business, if you're a tradesperson, if you're own your own business and you've got inventory or stock, anyone that's operating in the Northern Beaches, this is going to appeal to.
And I think that with that, the whole off the plan thing, and what people have missed over the years, they sort of probably hear negative connotations and more positive connotations. But the whole off the plan thing is generally that you're only paying 10% and you're enjoying 100% capital growth, if there's capital growth. And I guess that's always going to be a punt in the world. But the ones you can see that have sold the last 5 and 10 years have been ginormous. So I think the fact you're only putting in 10% and you're getting benefiting of 100% capital growth, and the fact that you don't have any mortgage repayments for 2 or 3 years at all, you've just got your 10% that you put down, and the fact that we have sold people that have done this in their super, where their supers put down the 10%, it's pretty compelling.
Yeah, it's great. It's really, really great. Couple of questions here.
Yep.
What other storage units are available on the Northern Beaches for sale?
We just sold one in Chrome. There's been about 4 that have been built. There's 2 in Brookvale that have gone nuts in price, double in 7 years. We're showing that to the team, all of the sales in that building yesterday. Warriewood that's getting finished, which is actually by this same developer, and Chroma. So they're a rare beast. They've become very expensive to build. I was talking with another developer on a storage unit out west that he's building. It's gone from a $10 million quote to build to an $18 million quote, because I told him building it's gone up 40%. He said, mate, it's gone up more than that. A lot of concrete that goes in these things, so they're expensive to build. So they're harder to develop, which I like.
Yeah.
And it allows people to have better quality homes because they can outsource all the crap, and the home can be a home more and better. Or if they want to go to apartment living, they've got this that they can use as a sort of breakout.
Yeah, and then I think good way to finish the show here, going into our finishing segment. How many are still available if you're interested? Stage 1 release.
Yeah, so when you ever buy off the plan stuff, it's always staged, and the pricing goes up as the development gets closer to completion. So if you can walk through a brand new building, you are always paying more. On the Northern Beaches, it's normally been about typically 25 to 35% more, because you got the privilege of it's ready, let's go, done. If you're speculating or speccing a little bit, there is a greater upshot. So there's, in this particular, the Bunnings storage units, the Bunnings Frenchs Forest next door storage units, and the warehouses, we've got stage 1, stage 2, stage 3. So stage 1, we're just releasing now. We've done this week about 9, and then there's probably about 14 left in stage 1. Then no more are sold. And the reason why is the developer secures has approval of finance but that approval can only be triggered once they've sold a certain amount of properties, which is the stage 1 level. So once they go past the stage 1 level, then the prices will go up, and then they won't sell for the next year, and then they'll, when it starts coming out of the ground, stage 2 comes on the market at a higher price, sell out those, and then literally comes back off the market. Developer completes the project, sells them at stage 3 for a premium. Exactly what we did with the last one in Chroma, and exactly what with what's happened in Warriewood as well.
There you go. But really exciting project. Obviously, the team are right behind this. So if you've got any questions, give us a shout. Luke will email over some info for you. No trouble at all. And if you've got friends or family looking, not sure on what they want to do next, not sure on what they want to do with a little bit of spare investment money, but can't buy a property, this is a really cool opportunity to look at. Great entry level, and really safe when it comes to a strong Northern Beaches location.
Hopefully we'll get some sleep tonight, Billy.
I don't know. I could have made it worse. Have a good day, everyone.
See you guys. Cheers. Bye.